What's up, guys? It is your main man, Francisco Wanchi. I'm here today to talk about a new series I'm going to be having on my YouTube channel. It is 90 Days to Fit. Don't really know the official name to it, but I'm going to go on a 90-day program. As you know, I've had surgery. I've been laid up for 6 weeks, and I haven't been able to really work out, do anything. So before I left vacation, I was 196 pounds. Now I am 200 pounds. So all that weight I lost prior to vacation, right back on. And trust me, it went fast. So basically, I'm gonna start from scratch, and I hope you guys can follow along with me. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. So we're gonna get started. Don't pay attention to all this gibberish yet. Just the main thing you want to focus on is know your macros. What are your macros? Well, I got it wrote down right here. Macro are nutrients that consist of proteins, carbs, and fats, okay? So for every 1 gram of protein you have, there's 4 calories in it. For every 1 gram of carbs, 4 calories. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. Hence the reason why peanut butter and stuff like that that's high in fat has so many calories in it. So in order to understand this, or before I go into depth, I want you to focus on this right here. TDEE, what is that? That's your total daily energy expenditure, okay? So how do we figure that out? Well, right now I'm gonna take you guys to a website, is what I use to get my number, and I'm gonna take you guys to it right now. I'm going to show you how to calculate your TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. That way you can start crunching in your macros. So this is what I do. I go to www.iifym.com. Okay, and you're going to scroll all the way down to here. All right, you're going to put your information in here. So for me, I'm a man. I am 31. I'm 5'9". Oh shoot, sorry about that. I'm 5'9". Currently, I am at 200 pounds. 198-ish, but we'll say 200 pounds. My goal weight, I'm gonna say 175. All right, choose your formula. I'm not gonna do lean body mass, it's too technical. I'm gonna click total body weight formula. All right, describe your daily activities. Okay guys, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna have to be very, very honest, okay? If you're in the office, you're going to select sedentary. If you're an office worker, even if you are on your feet a little bit, be very honest. So my profession, I am a construction worker. I'm on my feet, I'm lifting heavy stuff. Even with that being said, I do not pick very active, even though it says spend most of the day doing heavy physical activity, massager, carpenter. Even though I work, you know, this is me right here, guys. So I don't even click on this because I'm not going full 100%. It's kind of on and off, but when it's on, it's on. So I kind of go one level. I go active, okay? And so be very honest with yourself. Very active, light active, sedentary. So I'm active. So how many days a week do you exercise? I am going to be going 5 or 6. So for the purposes of this, I'm gonna say 5. I think 5 is good. How many exercise? 55 minutes for me. How intense is your exercise? Again, be honest with yourself, guys. I mean, you might be breathing very hard and challenging yourself. But me, I click on light because I can hold a conversation, you know what I mean? But if you're doing a lot of circuit trainings, HIIT trainings, okay, you might want to click on this. But me, I work out, I take maybe 60-minute rest. I'm not going really crazy. So I'll click on this, guys. Then to get your TDE, you click here. Now it will ask you for your name and your email. It's totally up to you guys if you want to do it this way or not. What I do, I put my name in here. And then my email, I'll just put a secondary email in there, guys. All right, so I put on my email and it brings you to this screen right here. So you're gonna focus on this number right here, your TDEE. My TDE is 2699. That's how many calories I burn a day. Just doing what I'm doing, your everyday task, okay? So this number is important. You're gonna write this number down, okay? All right, guys, now that you know how to get your TDEE, this is mine. These are my exact numbers. Disclaimer, are all these want to be dead accurate? No. But what you're going to learn is, as you start punching these numbers in and you're going through weeks 1 and 2, you're going to see if you're losing weight or if you're not, and that'll tell you whether, then I'll teach you how to either adjust these up or down or leave them alone, okay? So my TDEE is 2,700 calories, right? This is how many calories I burn in a day, okay? So I am a 200-pound man. If I were to eat 2,700 calories, in theory, I wouldn't gain weight, I wouldn't lose weight. I would be breaking even. This is the even bank right here. Now, in order to lose weight, I need to subtract 500 calories from this number here. If I wanted to gain weight, I would increase 500 calories. For example, if I was bulking. But for this video, it's about losing weight, so here we go. So 2,700 minus 500 calories. That leaves me with 2,200 calories. So if I consume 2,200 calories, in theory, 3,500 calories is in 1 pound of fat. I would lose 1 pound. Now you can accelerate this by doing cardio, doing extra cardio, you know, doing extra chores, whether it's mowing the yard, being extra active, playing basketball. So going golfing like me, but walk and carry your bag. But that's neither here nor there. So this is what this is what I'm going to eat to lose weight. Now, if you are going through week 1, okay? Week 1, week 2 is going to be your trial and error weeks. If you see that you're not losing weight, okay, then that means this number is a little too high. So when you select active, maybe you're not so active as you thought. So maybe you want to go to sedative. Maybe this number is a little too high. So maybe I'm going to crank this down to 2,400 calories. This is my break-even bank. So 24 minus 500 would be 1,900 calories, right? So then I give that a week. If I see that I'm losing weight, let's say in 1 week I drop 2 pounds or 1.5 pounds. Perfect. That means it's working. Leave everything alone. Don't adjust this number. This is fine. Now go to this website here. I'm going to show you. It's macronutrientcalculator.com, and this is how you're going to figure out your percentages. So I'll see you guys in a second. Macronutrientcalculator.com. That's macronutrientcalculator.com. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take that number right here, you're going to subtract how many calories you're going to be in a deficit by. So me, I don't go over 500. You want to be careful. You want to cut you do not want to cut your calories so severe to where your metabolism comes to a dead stop. So I usually go 500 max. So for round numbers, I'm going to say my number is 2,200 calories is what I'm going to be consuming. All right. So you put that number here and you press calculate. So now you get your carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Guys, those are your macronutrients, okay? And these are very important. So what I do, you can play around with these guys. So protein, I usually have 1 gram per pound of body fat. 200 pounds, so I put my protein at 198 grams a day. Carbohydrates, 237 grams of carbs, and fat, 51 grams, and that comes out to 100%. So whatever you toggle these around, make sure it equals out to 100%. Now that you understand your percentages, or understand how to toggle them, now on that website you can leave it to the presets. You know, I think it's moderate, keto diet, whatever it is, you can use that. But me personally, I kind of know what works for me, so I just roll with it. And if you're a male and you're like, if you're around my size, 5'9", 5'10", even 6 foot, and you're 200 pounds and you want to lose weight, and your work is kind of active like mine, construction worker, this should work for you perfect. Not to say if you're not a construction worker, it's not gonna work, because it will. It just depends on this number right here. So, my protein, let's come down to here, right? Protein, a daily, what I eat is 193 grams. Carbs, 242 grams, and fats, 51 grams. That's my daily macros right there, okay? That comes out to 44% for protein, 35% for carbs, 21% for fats, okay? So that, in a nutshell, is your macros. That's 101, that is basic. Now, I do want to add proteins, carbs, and fats, okay? I got complex written up here. The carbs you're gonna eat, I would recommend complex, like your brown rice, you can use anything whole grain, like wheat bread, red potatoes, sweet potatoes. Your fats, you're gonna look at peanut butter, limited. Remember, peanut butter is really high in fat. I think there's like 15 grams of fat, or 15 grams of fat in peanut butter. So the caloric density is super high. So you wanna be careful on that. Your coconut oil, unsalted almonds is what I eat. Proteins, you're gonna get those from your chicken. If you do use ground beef like hamburger, make sure it's like 96% lean, 4% fat. You're gonna do fish, you're gonna do turkey breast. You can do lunch meat too, but you gotta be careful to make sure it's not high in fat, you know what I mean? And you'll see in a later video I'll come out with exactly what I went grocery shopping for. And it does include lunch meat. Why? Because it's very convenient, quick, especially if you're on the go, if you're packing your lunch for work and all those things. So that explains where you get your proteins, carbs, and fats from. Just to review everything, you need your total daily energy expenditure, right? 2,700 calories. You're gonna subtract 500 from that number. And then in theory, 500 for 7 days will leave you 1 pound a week. Now you can accelerate this by doing cardio, working out extra, doing extra chores, whatever it is, whatever extra activity you're doing, you can accelerate that. Or go extra hard in the gym. Once you get that number, you're going to go to the website to learn how to toggle your percentages, and that leads you down to here. For example, 44, 35, 21%, right? Now, there's an app that I use, it's called MyFitnessPal. I'll put out a video on that later on, but that map kind of does this portion for you, okay? All you gotta do is put this number in MyFitnessPal app, and then bam, 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 these numbers will come up. FitnessPal is super convenient because you're logging all your foods. It pretty much takes all the thinking out for you. You're just logging it in, selecting what you eat, and your portion size. And that brings me up to another point. This guy right here, Food Scale. That thing will make these numbers super accurate because you're weighing out your portions. If you want to eat 8 ounces of chicken, you're going to get 8 ounces of chicken. It's not going to be 10, it's not going to be 4, because you're not estimating, you're weighing. Now, can you estimate your food? Absolutely. Me personally, in my opinion, I don't, because I get best results from weighing it. You know, that's the most accurate, and that's what I did, so that's kind of what I recommend. So with all this being said, another question I get asked, or I hear a lot, is, well, what's the difference between counting your macros and doing all this versus your regular diet that you hear a lot from other fitness gurus or books or magazines, whatever? Again, I can only base this on my personal opinion on what works for me, okay? So science tells us in order to lose weight, you gotta be in a caloric deficit, okay? That's what we're doing here. Now, if you were to not even pay attention to this and you remain in a caloric deficit, let's say you're going out and in the morning you're just having water and crackers, and then at lunch you're eat a cheeseburger, a little bacon and cheese, and then at night you just have a couple more crackers and some water, okay? Now, you're going to lose weight because you're in a caloric deficit. But if you're not keeping track of your proteins, carbs, and fats, your macros, you have no idea what you're getting. So you're going to lose weight, but you're going to be like a skinny fat. Like, you're going to be skinny, but you're still going to be having a whole lot of fat. Why? You're getting a whole lot of carbs. You're getting a little bit of protein in that burger, but the carbs you're getting are trashy carbs, and your food's high in fat. So since you're not getting some good carbs and your diet ain't in check and you're not high in protein, you're not gonna be retaining muscle that much. Your energy levels are gonna dump. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna stop seeing results, and then you're gonna end up quitting. That's what happens to everybody. It happened to me a long time ago. It happened to my wife, and it wasn't until we started paying attention to our macros and getting these numbers zoned in as close as possible until we started seeing results, okay? Another thing, guys, protein is very thermogenic, okay? So your body, I got it written down here in my notes, it says between 20 and 35% of calories are burned through processing protein, okay? Carbohydrates is 5 to 15, fats is 0 to 5%, okay? So if you have a high protein intake, your body's gonna burn calories digesting it, okay? Does that make sense? To your average Joe who just wants to cut calories and go on a cracker and water diet, you're going to be dragging butt. Believe me, you are going to be dragging butt. Your protein, your levels are going to go down. You're going to be losing muscle. You're still going to be storing fat. It's just not a good thing. These macros, this is the way to go, guys. Promise. If you follow this and you get it zoned in with the help of FitnessPal, a food scale, not saying you need those, but if you get this zoned in, I promise you will have results. So, with all that being said, if you like this content and you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. At the end of the video, you'll see an icon of me and my daughter. That is the subscribe button. Hit that button, or scroll down and hit the subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner. Make sure you hit the notifications, so every time I put out a video, you get notifications. So, I appreciate you guys watching. Much love. Wanchi out.